a straight cutter. That's what it's called.
Yeah, just a regular cutter. Yeah,
for cigars.
Like
and then we got this little lightsaber lighter, which is fucking cool.
Yeah, those are cool. I got 2 or 3 different kinds of those. That one's awesome. I like that one. I got this one.
That's cool. Oh, that's cool too. These are so much better than Zippos because you can actually turn them off.
Yeah,
Zippos will always burn. It's weird.
Well, they'll always leak.
Yeah,
like fuel.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
I was so confused.
They'd never go out.
Don't ever put them in your
It's
pocket.
like the Olympic flame. They're always there.
Anyway, so we were new before I got this stuff in the mail, right? We had extra cigars. So we're like, oh, let's just go outside on my back porch. We'll watch a movie because I have a TV out there now.
Well, we didn't have a blade.
We didn't have a blade, so we used a
steak knife.
We used a steak which is the worst idea you could do, period.
I had the serrated part and we're like sawing it.
Yeah. And so
it works. It seems like it would work in your head, but it doesn't at all.
As soon as you get to the bottom, it just shreds the bottom, and then it's just like a horrible experience. But we also didn't know that you don't cut off the whole like shoulder part. We just cut the whole rounded part completely off.
Like guillotined it. We're just like
with the
cut
head
off like a half inch.
So we didn't like save any of the head. So we burned through it like crazy. And plus we
it's just drawing super strong.
Oh, dude, we're like we just kept doing that, and then it was just like it burned through the whole thing in probably 30 minutes. Like it was a long and thicker cigar. We burned through it super fast, and we're like, I don't think this is right. And then so we watched some videos. We're like,
and
we did everything they said not to do.
We also had we had a giant mug as an ashtray because we're not experienced yet. Yep. But instead of we were just like, oh, there's ash, and we're like whacking it on the mug, like get the ash off.
And everything was like, don't whack it, just roll it off.
Just roll it.
Yeah, we watched the video. They're like, do not whack it on the edge. Like,
whatever
don't
you do,
cut
don't
off
whack
too
it
much.
off. You understand? Whatever you do,
you never whack it off.
Yeah. Well.
So 2 things. So one, the V cut. This is one of my favorites. I got the V cutter.
Is it just single blade?
It's just single. Well, it is just a single blade because it's like literally in a V. But when you put your cigar in, it stops it, so you don't have to worry about doing what y'all did. And then when you cut it, it cuts a V out of the end instead of like lopping the entire thing off, which is my favorite way to draw. Or
what does that change?
Sorry. It just changes the draw. Like to me, it's more consistent because you get that same depth cut every single time, to where you're not worrying about, you know what I mean, like how much you've cut off or not. But a trick on using these or any style like these regular cutters, is that if you lay it down flat, I can't show you because of the video, but if you lay it down flat on something, and then put the cigar in from the top until it makes contact with the table, then you cut and you're going to get a pretty good depth every time.
Yeah. That's a good rule. That makes sense.
Yeah. So you lay it flat down on the table and then put the cigar down on it and then cut it. And then you kind of got a pretty good depth, pretty good roundabout depth. Yeah. But you should really try out these V cutters. And then if you want like even more of a draw, once you make that V cut, you can turn the cigar. What would that be? 180 degrees.
Yeah.
And then cut it again and it'll make like a cross, like 2 V cuts in it, and it'll draw even heavier.
That's cool.
So I'm kind of confused on the V part. Is the blade actually bent?
Yes. It's hard to show, but yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You can see.
So it's like literally a V. And when it goes through the grooves.
Oh yeah. You see it.
I see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool.
And it cuts like a V.
Huh.
But these are really neat. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then do you have butane? Do you keep butane?
Yeah.
I was saying you're gonna need butane real fast.
I bought 3 actually.
You bought 3.
I bought 3, but 2 of them didn't have the right tip, so they're useless.
Yeah, and then I smoke cigars a lot when I'm golfing, but they Paleo is who makes these, but they're like Pelican cases for cigars, and they got a little vent in them and stuff, and they are great. So you don't smash your cigars; you can carry them wherever. Like when we go to the beach and stuff or go on vacation, I always put 3 or 4. You can put 4, I think, in here, and carry them with you.
So I saw there's a company I follow, Vault Tech, I think it is.
Yeah,
they make safes, gun safes, and kinds of things. They have the small one that's called like the Pod or the Life Pod, but they converted that into a humidor. And so like it opens up and the top is like a file thing for your lighter and your cutter and like everything. And then on the bottom you have like space for I think like 6 cigars or maybe I don't know. However many fit in there.
Dude, that's awesome.
But yeah, I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
But Voltex, they're kind of pricey.
You smoke in your shop, right? When you're like woodworking and stuff. Do you open up the garage when you do that?
Yeah, I try. There's been times where I didn't, and I'll just turn on my my air filter.
Well, that's
I don't know what it does. It just blows it around, but whatever.
Well, so the other night, the girls, like his wife was over, and then our sister was over, and my wife. They were all playing games inside, and we were like, we'll go out here for a little bit, and because we wanted to smoke a cigar. And we were going to go outside, but it was a little too cold. So we're like, let's just go in the office because I have a little like vent that sucks out air that was already here because this used to be a salon or whatever. This little apartment or a little like office the lady used as a salon. So like, let's turn that on. We'll open up the window. We'll be good. And so my office smells so much like a cigar lounge still, and it's been 24 hours.
Well, and it filtered into the rest of your shop.
Yeah, like apparently like my wife was like we were smoking, and my wife can't ever smell, not COVID related, but she just can't smell. And she goes, apparently his wife and our sister, as soon as we lit up, they're like, oh, they started. You could smell it immediately in our house, which I couldn't smell when we walked in there,
No, that's because we smelled like it.
That's probably
the smell was coming from us.
But my shop and my shop still or office still smells like it, but it smells good. We had these vanilla ones that tasted like candy. Like they were like almost too sweet.
Yeah,
like
it was
like it tasted really good.
Outer leaf or whatever was like coated in sugar.
Mm-hmm. And he had a good point. He's like, this is I bet you for like people that smoke cigars, these cigars are kind of like people that don't drink whiskey. They have Fireball because it's a way easy to drink and it's not really whiskey.
Yeah. That's basically like the basic white bitch.
It's a White Claw.
White Claw. And then you have like the nice cigars that taste like dirty laundry when you're first into it. But then after you develop the taste,
dirty laundry.
After you develop the taste, you're just like, this is good shit, right?
Yeah.
We went to a cigar bar last week, and I've actually enjoyed hanging out at those. But you talk about smelling like a cigar when you leave. I mean, it's just, the whole place, everybody in there. There's 30 people in there smoking cigars. But they
probably
cool.
have better ventilation, right?
No. They have one small fan just like me.
Okay. Yeah, there's a local one here. There's no ventilation in there. And there's like 5 old guys that just chain smoke cigars in there all day. And it is unbelievable. Like I try to go in there just to buy a cigar and it smells like I've been in there for an hour and a half.
Oh man. That's funny. Well, I'm planning to build a new shop, and it's so funny. We just got into this, but we enjoy it heavily. And awesome. We already are saying, okay, well, we're gonna obviously be smoking in the shop and be smoking in the office, so we need to make sure we get ventilation. So we're already talking about getting proper ventilation in the office.
Yeah, we don't care about power or plumbing or your tools. We're just like, we got to make sure we have an exhaust fan.
Yes.
Yeah, and then you got a place to play poker and smoke cigars.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah.
And you need to come visit. Just saying.
Yeah.
Brandon, you can drive in person.
Podcast.
Yeah,
you're going to be closer when you move to Montana. You'll only be like 8 hours away, which is really not that bad. Only 6? It's only 6 or 7, dude. That's a weekend.
Yeah,
it's a weekend trip.
That would definitely come down.
Yeah, your oil buddies drive like that just to go to work.
They fly.
Oh well,
but yeah,
you could do that.
Brandon's not
do that.
How about you get some of that oil money and you can fly down here?
Right.
I'll fly out there.
They actually have no job now.
What? They have no job? Oh yeah,
now.
I was gonna say that. Yeah. I was like, it's probably a little tight now, but
it's been bad for the last couple of years.
Has it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But we should plan a trip soon. It'd be fun.
Let's do it.
Whenever.
Yeah, I wanted to stop by on our way up, but it's because we're going to Montana for a week in June, but it's like
now let's smoke
pretty far out of the way.
Yeah. Well, you'll have to when you get closer. We can even meet halfway in Jackson, which is 3 hours probably each way. It's a piece of cake, dude.
Right.
Plus, I love Jackson Hole.
Yeah,
it's one of my favorite places.
I really hope all this pans out and we actually do move up there because I'm so pumped to like have new hobbies. Like I love bass fishing and there's not much of that up there, but I know there's like so much better like
fly fishing. Yeah, fly fishing.
All kinds of fly fishing. I mean, even in the lakes, like trolling for huge lake trout and stuff. And like the hunting is just way better. I mean, I don't really hunt here because it's just so overpopulated. It's like all the tags sell out every year and there's a lot and then there's not very much deer and all we have here is blacktail and
they don't do like a lottery system.
Well, I mean, if you as long as you get your tag early, I mean, you're pretty much guaranteed to get one. But when I was like until like 4 years ago, they never sold out. And then there's just so many people.
Thanks, Joe Rogan.
Dude, it's horrible.
Here
there's a lot more stuff to hunt also. I mean, they have mule deer, whitetail, blacktail, moose, elk, bear, whatever.
Yeah, elk hunting was big in Flagstaff when I lived there, but it was all lottery system because everyone wanted to hunt on the mountain,
right?
Because Flagstaff is kind of that extinct volcano, with like the forest all around it, and like trees all over or whatever, and so people would always want to hunt, or they had lottery for the mountain, and then the further away you got, like it was just easy to get a tag but harder to find an elk,
right?
And then they would do that. But there was also I'm not a hunter, but I was friends with a bunch of hunters, and they were saying that the bear tags there are open. Anyone could buy one, but there was only one bear allowed to be killed the year. So whoever claimed
for everybody.
Yeah. So this is how it was explained to me, but like you would buy the bear tag and you could go out and hunt the bear. But once you kill the bear, take it back to the game warden or whatever. And then you show them your tag and then the season's done for the bear. Yeah. So, which is kind of neat. So like you always had people kind of like trying to track down the bear. And I went up with a buddy to like scout out an area and we didn't even get a mile in before we came across him. And it was kind of cool because he's like, we're going to have to go way up that ridge. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess we're doing that today. Seems like a lot of work. Mile up the trail, it was like we come around the corner and he's just like eating something on the ground. We stare at each other and he runs off. And it was like, all right, well, he's cool. There. All right, let's go back.
Like cool. So Chipotle or
yeah, I mean, I was super into hunting when I was a kid, just because like I grew up in the mountains and like all my friends were doing it too, so we were real into it. And then once I got old enough to like go hunting, because my dad he never hunted or anything. I always did it with my friends. And then when I finally started hunting a little bit, it got super like overpopulated in this area. So like when you go hunting 3 years in a row and you don't even see a deer, it becomes a little bit like, why am I doing
discouraging
this? Yeah, it's like
it's all this way it was when I was a kid too.
Yeah, and so I'm excited to go somewhere where there's a lot less people. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I could be completely wrong and it's super overrun, I don't know, but I mean, the biggest
or there's
city,
less people, but everyone hunts there.
Right. Well, that's true.
That's
but where I live, dude, there's like everybody I know hunts too. Like, I live in California, but I live in Northern California. It's like might as well be a different state.
It's like you've seen Star Wars? Yeah, that's where I lived.
Yeah, right. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
so
that's cool.
Yeah, I can't wait to get into different things.
Yeah.
Also, not be 105. That'll be
degrees.
Amazing.
Yeah. I thought you were saying JP's age for a second.
I knew it was coming.
The air in my boss, he's like always giving me crap because like you don't really want me to go, obviously. And he's like, oh, you're because it was like 35 or whatever in the shop the other day, and I had like my sweatshirt on. He's like, what are you, cold? And I was like, yeah, it's 35 degrees. Like it's kind of cold. He's like, you're not gonna be able to hang out in Montana. I was like, yeah, but the freedom will keep me warm. He's like, he got me there.
Yeah, that's awesome. You'll love Montana. We went once. We've gone to Bozeman, and I want to go back so bad.
Yeah,
I didn't get to go.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah,
I
was supposed to be there in a month, and it got canceled.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, we were supposed to be there this last year, and it got canceled.
Yeah, last July we were supposed to go.
Not happy about it.
Yeah.
He looks so pissed.
I am. I'm not. I'm like literally not happy about it.
That's the look he gave you earlier.
I know.
Yeah. That's the look you get every time
Dad.
you say something about your age.
I know.
I had to cancel it because my sister's having a baby.
See?
Hopefully she doesn't see this.
Kids ruin everything.
Is this
I
the
don't
first
care.
baby or?
No, it's a third baby.
You're like, it's the third baby. Why do I have
It's
to
third
be
baby.
there?
It's a Montana trip or a third baby. Like, come on. I'll see the baby when I get back. He'll be here his whole life.
I feel like that's
I actually
fair.
kind of agree with you on this one.
Yes.
Wait, so who's?
I 100% agree.
Yeah, yeah. It's like people that do baby showers for their fourth kid. You're like, listen, dude, if you don't have hand-me-downs from all your other kids, what are you doing? Like, you don't need more crap. You should be prepared. You know, and by your freaking fourth kid, you're basically you walk out the door with one diaper and the kid's, you know, in just a t-shirt. You know what I mean? Like you're not prepared. Like the first kid, you bring everything in the car with you. You're like basically the whole kid's room. You're like, we got to be ultra prepared. Once you like 2 or 3 down, you don't care.
And I don't seem like a big ass hat either. I mean, I am excited she's having a kid, but it was Montana.
I feel you.
I think we all understand that.
Yeah. Well, our wives want to go to Nashville soon, so
well, bring it on.
I know that's what me and Sam were kind of up for it. Like, we'll go.
Yeah. We talked about it, and they're like, "Well, we're coming though," and we're like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
Come on.
I was like, "Well, I guess this is happening now."
It'd be fun.
We will show them a good time.
Yep. And then Brandon, you coming?
Oh yeah, I'll be there.
You gonna drive?
Do you not fly? Is that what's going on?
No.
You don't like planes or what?
Well, no, I've never been on one.
No.
Well, no. So I don't like.
If you want to know, you should maybe try it. You know, they're safer than cars, right?
Yeah, sure.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
No, they're 100% they are.
Yeah.
If I'm not in control of it, it's not safe.
Got it. I don't even like riding in cars with other people very much.
Like,
I mean,
as
not
passengers or as like driving?
What?
I mean, certain people I would understand as passengers are like, get out of my car.
Yeah. No.
Like, stop telling me what to do.
I like to drive. Anywhere we go on a trip, I'm driving.
No, I get that. I'm
like around town or like somewhere, it's fine. And I'm not like, I don't like freak out or anything. It's just like I'd rather drive than ride. I don't know.
No, I'm with you.
Makes my anxiety a little less.
Well, Jesse doesn't really let other people drive. He's like, I was professionally trained to do.
I was like, I have more hours.
It's true.
Running Code 3 than you do on the road.
It's like
I've said stuff like that before.
We're going to Jackson. You don't need to pit maneuver anybody. Calm down.
I'm like, I used to race cars. Okay, I'm a better driver.
No, I have a controlling thing about driving too.
Yeah,
my wife gets car sick if she don't drive, so she drives everywhere.
My girlfriend does too, but she's still rather me.
Then I ride.
You sleep.
I'm not saying I. Yeah, I usually play on my computer or editing.
Yeah,
that makes it. That's nice.
Yeah.
The whole time I'm on my Wi-Fi just doing stuff.
You don't get car sick?
Nah.
I only get car sick sometimes when I'm like doing heavy work on a computer.
Yeah.
Like I'll have to take a break because I can only go
I don't get car sick, but I got to take a break. I mean, it messes with your head. You know what I mean? Like it just makes you woozy for a little while. But no, for the most part, it don't bother me.
Oh, dude, did you guys see the new Grand Wagoneer? The Jeep Grand Wagoneer? Did you guys see the pictures of that?
I heard about it. I have not seen it yet.
So I just saw. I was going to send you the video because I don't think you've seen some guy. Do you guys know Tools by Design? I think that's his name. Design by Tools. No, Tools by Design. I think that's his name. He does tool reviews, and he's one of the bigger tool review guys. But they invited him out to see the Jeep Wagoneer, Grand Wagoneer, and he was going through it. It looks pretty cool on the inside. It's basically an Escalade. That's really what it is. But it's really
still
nice.
A Jeep.
Yeah. And you know what they
it's not much of a Jeep.
It's not really a Jeep.
It's just another Chrysler vehicle.
Like a Lincoln. But you know what it starts at price wise?
I'm gonna say like bottom. I'm gonna say like 55, 60 maybe. Up.
I was gonna say 70,
higher.
but I'm probably. Whoa.
Oh,
Jeeps are pretty expensive, aren't
Well, yeah, I guess the Grand Cherokee is like 50, right?
I don't know.
So
it starts at 87.
Whoa.
It's not an electric vehicle though, right?
Mm-mm.
Like
no, but
they
show
Hummer.
It has 7 screens inside the vehicle. It's crazy. Like in front
they're all in front of the driver.
Well, there's one.
They're all in the windshield.
There's one. Like I think they count the actual
one's just for the
speedometer and all that stuff. That's one screen. There's 3 screens in the middle, and then the passenger has an entire screen that they can turn on.
But why do you need 3 screens in the middle? Why wouldn't you just make that one screen?
You know what? Because they can say there's 7 screens in the car.
That might be insanely expensive too.
What the one big screen?
It's probably way cheaper to get like 10 screens to make like 3 giant screens than in the right shape.
True.
Did you know that Lamborghini makes an SUV now?
They've had one for a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I've seen it on my video game.
I think.
Yeah, I stole it in Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Well, they had that
$218,000.
Okay.
Yeah, they had one I think in the 90s, and it looked kind of like it looked like a more futuristic version of the H1 Hummer.
Oh, JP's falling asleep. Richard,
I told you on my day today.
You'll be all right.
I'm fine.
But I think they rebooted.
Get some of your insulin. You'll be all right.
It looks like a.
I need another beer.
It looks more like an Audi than anything. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a. Well, I don't know. Maybe they came out with a new one again or something.
Called a Urus. URUS.
Yeah, I think the original Top Gear guys had it on one of their shows when they were still doing Top Gear.
No, that was a while ago. Because they've done Grand Tour for like 3 or 4 years.
There's some of the funniest shows on TV are those original Top Gears.
They're so funny.
The British one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
the American one.
So much.
No, not the British ones. Those guys make me laugh so damn hard.
Yeah. I'm the complete opposite.
You like, you don't like the British one?
No.
I like the British one.
They're tea and crumpets. Ugh.
I really like the American one.
He's like,
I love their humor.
I started with the American one and I was like, oh, I kind of like this. And I did. I like the format of the show and them going on adventures.
That's what I liked.
It looks a lot of fun.
Format of that show.
Because it was more adventure based. They did like more of those segments than just like, here's a car, let's put it through all its trials.
Have you ever seen Roadkill?
I
Motor Trend show. It's like that's more like what they do. So it's like, oh, here's these cars. Go see which one's better, like, kind of deal, or like road trip them and do a bunch of stupid shit. That's kind of, and plus it was Tanner Faust and Rutledge. Those guys are hilarious.
Yeah. And then the British guys did the Grand Tour now, which they haven't come out with more, but they were kind of funny.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen those.
Yeah,
it was Amazon picked them up after they left because Jeremy Clarkson punched the producer or whatever.
That's why he got fired.
Yeah,
he has an argument. The producer punched him
really?
Yeah, in the face.
BBC
They fired him. And the other 2 hosts were like, "Oh, peace, we're out then. If you're gonna fire him." And so then they left Top Gear, and then now they do the Grand Tour on Amazon. And the people to replace the Top Gear for that show, not the American one, the English one, it just completely flopped.
No,
they had what's his name, Joey
Tribbiani.
Yeah,
are you serious?
Yeah, he was part of it.
He's
He's
a big car guy.
Yeah,
but still, it's weird when you go from like 3 original guys to anybody else.
Like Jay Leno, because his car show is pretty cool.
Yeah, Jay Leno, he's crazy into it.
Yeah, he's a funny dude too. Like he's legit.
Yeah. Electric cars are cool that are coming out. Like you mentioned the Grand Wagoneer, but the new Hummer, I think they call it's the first supercar SUV or something like that.
Yeah,
because it's got like over 1,000 horsepower and it's
all
just
electric.
It's all electric. Yeah, it's just
when you start hearing the
stats
from like Teslas and stuff, you're like, what? 0 to 60 in 3 seconds.
Ooh, yeah, that's like the low performing Tesla.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
They're like, oh, here's our performance edition.
Yeah, the plaid one is like it's something
plaid.
Insane.
You know what that's from, right?
What? He said it, but I can't remember.
It's Spaceballs. So Spaceballs, they go light speed,
really?
And then when they go like ultra light speed, instead of stripes, it turns into plaid, like a flannel. And then they didn't. He's like, oh, they went plaid, and Elon Musk is, a super nerd, and he loved that, so he called it the plaid edition.
Oh, that's awesome. They just came out. There's another company that's the truck, but it's like the old style. What is it called?
A cab over type truck.
Over trucks.
Cab over.
Yeah. That have you seen that all electric
one?
Canoe. Yeah, they're
pretty cool looking.
Yeah,
I actually like it. I was like, oh, it's like it's
well.
Weird,
they first announced like a work van, kind of like a UPS truck or whatever, or like a food truck. They like their whole thing is modular, or like being modular, so you can like go and customize your truck to whatever you want. And then if you resell it, they can like kind of recustomize it with like minimal effort, I guess. I don't know, but
interesting.
It looks cool. It looks like a
minimal effort, but maximum money.
Yeah,
exactly.
I heard that Apple just acquired some place down in Atlanta to start making their electric car.
Oh, that's cool.
I think they partnered with an electric car company to make one.
Is that what they did?
I can't remember.
I would assume that's probably
they tried to buy Tesla
to be the smart thing.
3 years ago. They tried to buy Tesla.
Did they? Well, when you say like that car was getting up in
Hyundai.
The Jeep was getting up in like 85,000. Anytime I hear a price range like that, immediately in my head I'm going, I can get a Tesla. Like, I mean, you're getting in the price range where like I can get a Tesla, then I'm most likely I'm just gonna go Tesla at that point. Yeah. If I'm spending that kind of money, I'm going with that technology.
They're so cool, and they update on the fly.
I drive like a Chevy Silverados and stuff. I'm not like the Uber electric, but if you get in that price range, I'm going with that car. Yeah, that's gonna be
as long as you have a gas powered vehicle
as well.
Yeah. Hyundai is the one that Apple is in talks with, and there's nothing final. But
you're not going to the lumber yard and anything with a Tesla, including the stupid truck.
Dude, that
truck's weird.
So dumb.
It's so dumb. I can't.
I don't get it. Like the Rivian truck. Have you seen that one?
That looks.
That one's cool.
No, I don't think I've seen that one.
Really?
It looks kind of like similar to a standard pickup. Yeah. Like
just
I think it's a little in between like a Tacoma and a full size truck.
It reminds me of like the Honda truck a little bit.
The which one?
The Ridgeline.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Except it looks beefier.
Yeah.
Because it's still unibody like the Honda truck, but it's, I mean, I don't know. It seems like all the electric trucks are going to be kind of unibody. Yeah. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Dude, have you seen the new Dodge Ram 1500 TRX?
Yeah.
It's like what Dodge came out with to.
Oh, the T-Rex, right?
Dude, 702 horsepower.
There's an Easter egg inside that truck. Like I think it's under the engine bay where it shows a T-Rex eating a raptor.
That's amazing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
It's like it's a stab at Ford for.
It's hilarious because my boss has a Raptor, but it's the newer one, so it's the turbo V6. I was like talking about it. I'm like, I drove it. It's not that fast.
I'm sure it's still pretty.
It's really
good.
not. It's not.
No,
I mean it's okay. It's faster than my truck, but it's not. I was not surprised.
I'd be happy with it. They have the best resale,
and it's a
V6,
right, so it's like sounds weird. Doesn't sound like
sounds like weaker. Truck. It's not as like deep.
Yeah, it's like like it handles.
Wait, do that again. I just want to make sure. Is that V6? That sounded more.
It's the same V6 in the GT though, right?
It's the same motor out of like the Ford Explorer Sports.
Yeah,
freaking.
But it works in the GT, and they race Le Mans in it. So
I'm not
freaking
it's not
Brian.
Slow, but
Brian went and bought a brand new Dodge 2500 gas. Yeah. My buddy who lives across the street.
Yeah,
and
he peeked in on the podcast one time. If you go episode 3, he's in the background the whole time. Continue
the whole time, just hanging out, do anything. But he went. I guess he went and got it dualed out. He started up the truck one morning, and I was sitting in my living room. I was like, "What in the hell is that?" Like I could hear it, and I looked out and I texted him. I was like, "Did you just graduate high school?"
That's awesome.
He texted me back. He was like, "Yeah, I think I went a little too big on the tips." It was so loud, insane. That truck is freaking nice. It's the Laramie, brand new Dodge 2500. God, it's a nice truck.
That's cool.
My buddy has a brand new Super Duty F250 diesel, dude.
Man, Ford is so
the Tremor?
proud of those prices.
The Tremors are pretty cool.
He actually got a good deal. It's like $60,000.
It's like not bad.
No.
I
swear to God, you could hook that thing to my house and it'll pull it around the block. It's like it'll tow anything. It's an insane amount of power.
Yeah, my buddy just got the Ford F350. Is it called the Power Stroke? Is that what it is?
Power Stroke.
Yeah. And it's the Tremor. So it's basically the biggest or the best truck you can get under the Raptor. And it's freaking cool.
Well, I think it's the most off-roady trim besides going to the Raptor or whatever.
Right.
And it's a F350?
Yeah, they I think the Tremors are across all their lines.
Yeah.
I think they go up to like F-150 to 350.
Yeah. It was souped up though. It was lifted.
It doesn't look like the Raptor. It just looks lifted, bigger tires.
Yeah, it was still a 5.5 foot bed. It's not like the big bed.
Yeah. I saw someone take the 250 Tremor and they're making it into an Overlander. So it's kind of
nice
more for that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. The suspension on the Raptor, I will say, is amazing. Like that was surprising to me because we went. He bombs it around off road and stuff. We went off road and like there was like a levee and I was like, you're gonna go up that like sideways, and it was like almost set flat the whole time. I was like, holy shit! Like I've had rock crawlers and stuff that don't work that well because it's got like the Fox shocks and all aluminum everything.
Yeah,
it was pretty impressive.
What's up, JP?
When I was 16, 17 years old, I went to the local Ford Ford dealership.
Like, he's got to say something.
Well, this question's just for you.
Just after World War II.
It is right after. Everyone loved each other. We were really united. It was a long time ago. We're not like that anymore.
But
continue.
I went to the Ford dealership and was looking at brand new F-150s at the time.
Yeah.
How much do you think they cost?
Oh man.
Base model F-150.
What year was this?
98.
Well, it makes a difference.
No, I know. I was gonna make another joke.
He was gonna say 57.
I wasn't trying to make the joke.
Under 20 for sure.
I would say
the base model.
Are we doing like Price is Right now? Are we all
like?
Yeah, let's do Price is Right.
Like
$1, JP.
Let's do this. All right, and I'm giving an estimated cost here, but I have that
first because I'm gonna lowball you.
Yeah, I don't know why he asked me more than anybody else.
The least
because you always make fun of my age, and I figured you'd have fun with it.
All right, I'll say 16. Seems high.
I was gonna say 17.99.
You're gonna say 17.99? Oh well, that's not.
That's just what
now I'd just say $1, but I was gonna say like 14.50 or 14.75 or something, or it's 14.750. I don't know. Just under 15 grand.
Okay, we get it. You're 14,000.
Yeah. Anyways, he's like,
I was gonna say 14.
So now you tell me I won, right?
He's getting so specific.
14,150.75 cents.
After tax.
When you say anything else, I know you're lying.
If I remember correctly, every single one that I looked at was between $15,000 and $16,000.
Yeah, we're
pretty
brand new off the lot.
Pretty close. Yeah.
But
that's crazy. So I
that was crank windows.
Right.
He basically said we all won depending on the package.
Yeah, that's true.
Back then, power windows was like a huge deal.
Yeah.
Can you imagine driving off the lot with an F-150 truck right now for $15,000-$16,000?
It'd be amazing. No.
F-150s
F-150s are still cheaper than most of the other ones though, right? Like
no, F-150s are so damn expensive now.
More than Chevys? Chevys are a lot more expensive, right?
I think it just depends on the package. I think I don't think any of them are too far from each other. It's just some of them start like, I don't think the Dodges, they're not really geared, or they're not marketing them to be like work trucks as much as Ford markets the F-150. So you can find a cheaper F-150, but that's a work truck. Yeah. And then when you get into like all the bells and whistles, I think they pair up pretty close.
Oh,
I don't think any of them are too far from each other.
The Toyotas are pretty high.
Yeah, Toyotas are,
like, even the Tacomas are like 40 grand.
I feel like
40 grand for like a 10-year-old.
You see the new Nissan Frontier? They finally changed it after like 17 years.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah,
I've been seeing those like
pretty good.
It looks pretty good.
Yeah, it does look good.
Those FX Ford Titans or whatever. I've been seeing those all over the place.
Yeah,
the
those
full
ones.
size.
Those Titans are pretty cool though.
Dude, I remember when I was in high school and they had the No Fear edition Titan.
Oh yeah,
and I was like, oh, that's so cool. And I went and like
when Dodge come out with the tap out edition.
Yeah, right?
Tap out.
It was like one of the first trucks that came stock.
You had to wear an
with,
affliction shirt to drop
with like 35s and like it had the No Fear badges and stuff. And I was like, oh, it's cool. And I went and looked at it. I'm like, $55,000. Get out of here. And that was,
Jeep did Call of Duty editions to their Wranglers.
Did they?
Yeah,
dude, they
did them.
I don't know if
several
like,
times too. I think
there's so many like random things like that. Like my mom bought a Hyundai Kona or whatever. It's like a small crossover, and they have a freaking Iron Man edition. Like it's literally looks like Iron Man.
I saw one of those at Walmart the other day, and I thought some geek just got his car
tricked
up.
It out.
That's yeah, but it's like legit.
Do its
factory.
mirrors look like hands and like they'll like put
it's factory? Yeah, it literally looks like Iron Man.
Push
like
the car next to you.
It looks like the Iron Man helmet, basically.
And the center emblem is like the chest thing.
Yeah. And this I guess they had it like special ordered.
I hope.
I didn't think so.
It's got to. Like,
why would some lady drove?
Why would you not?
Yeah, I mean,
some lady
like, why buy the car if it doesn't light up? You don't buy the car.
You're gonna have to aftermarket that.
And then they have like I don't know.
You live in a house of lies.
Somebody makes like a Star Wars edition something. I don't know if it's Jeep or Dodge or one of those Dodge Avengers or something like that.
Well, hopefully it's like the original edition. Star Wars, not the.
It's like a stormtrooper. It's all black and white, and it's got like the.
I'm embarrassed to.
So it looks like a normal car.
Yeah, no.
It's black and white.
I'm a little embarrassed, but in college,
it's black and white and misses.
I in college I owned an LL Bean edition Subaru Forester.
Oh geez.
Yep.
LL Bean,
nice.
a sweater company.
Yep.
Oh, well, so did you wear an ascot while you drove that? Or?
No, but everyone thought I was just a lesbian driving around, and I was like,
if they're anything male. Like my LL Bean house shoes, they probably don't get good grip.
Your penny loafers.
They don't want to make fun of your loafers.
Yeah, Sam. It's funny when I went to help him move, he had these things, and I was like, "Those are penny loafers." And then what? You kept offending it. You're like, "They're not penny loafers.
They're huaraches."
Okay,
they're from Durango, Mexico. They're authentic. They actually make the bottoms out of old tires. They do. They cut the tire.
I thought you were joking. The first time you said that, I was like, "That's a pretty funny joke." And I just moved on. You're being serious?
Yeah, no. This is how they do it. You can watch a video on it. They like take old tires and then they cut them out and they process them and then they cut tread into them and then they put like a top on it.
Why don't they just leave the existing tire tread?
Just use the tread on there.
Yeah, you probably have some that do that.
And he's paid more for this.
These are all terrain.
Yeah,
paid more for
Mexican
tires.
They're not chunkless because those are like more like flip flops. So these are more like, as you would say, penny loafers.
They're Mexican.
Do you also have a pair of those pointy boots that like come up real high? Have you seen those at the?
Yeah,
they curl down there.
You that curl?
Yeah, they curl.
No, I'm not the Grinch.
Why are you so cultured in Mexican shoes?
My mother-in-law was down there and she bought.
He's also half Mexican.
I am half Mexican
because he's married to.
It's on my wife's side, but
that's
they didn't get that joke. Most people like that joke, but they didn't get that joke. All my Mexican friends like that joke.
All my Mexican friends like that. All my cultured friends like that.
My
joke.
Cultured friends.
I kind of stopped listening after you said you were half Mexican, and then you came back with, and I was like, wait.
Oh well, so the joke is that I'm like, oh well, I'm half Mexican. It's on my wife's side.
Yeah,
because she's Mexican,
right?
And it's funny, but
is
not
it
to you guys? I guess.
Is it though?
I think it's funny.
Not anymore. Thanks, Brandon. That was my one joke I used at parties, and now it's gone.
I'm just here to ruin people's day.
Are you married? You for real?
Yeah, I'm married.
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
No, it's a fake wife.
But no kids, right?
No kids.
JP's like, really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I didn't know.
You sure you're married? You're like,
someone doesn't follow my Instagram.
Does she know about
you
it?
never
I follow your Instagram.
To be fair, I never post. So
yeah,
like,
I follow your Instagram. I just assume the dude that moves across the country and lives on a flat is not married. I don't know.
Oh.
Well, no, the only reason I have that place is because I showed it to her and she was like,
she loved it.
We're getting that. And I was like,
We're living in the new
like,
girl
we could live in this place and save some money or something.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, that's the place I want to live. We're going.
And she also allows you to have cool decor in your house.
Yeah, well, a lot of that's her decor.
I like it. It's good.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah. Well, we haven't. I don't think I've posted the full place yet. We've just kind of showed off the bottom level. We're still kind of trying to.
I'm very jealous. It's really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I love my house, but
only thing I've seen. I guess it was in Jesse's stories or yours. I can't remember which one, but it was kind of
posted some
a show around of the lower area or whatever. But it was nice.
Yeah. So there's 3 stories to it, and the first story is just kind of, it's this old milk factory.
Yeah.
So it's all brick and whatever, metal beams everywhere and everything.
Really cool.
So it's got a really cool look to it. And then my sister and Brooke, they both kind of they took a bunch of stuff we had and bought some more stuff, and they redid like the whole downstairs and kind of did a HD TV reveal thing. And it was really cool.
Thoroughly impressed, and I guess I should have known that you were married because it was like extremely and like very well decorated immediately. Yeah. Like this was like 48 hours after you moved in. I felt like
we had some help with that for sure.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you saw it, but we have a portrait of our dog in a general outfit. Yeah,
I did. It was amazing.
that was ridiculous. Yeah. My wife loves that dog, and she's like, she saw that, I don't know, Pinterest or whatever, TikTok, and she's like, I gotta have one.
So, dude, have you guys seen these TikTok plush dolls that everyone loves? Since you guys are on TikTok more than me, no
plush dolls.
Do you guys have TikTok?
Assumption.
No, I'm never on Tktok. I barely.
Oh yeah, post. I'm on TikTok.
You have TikTok?
No. He's like, that's an assumption. Also, I love TikTok. Have you guys seen the TikTok yoga pants? They're my favorite. Jeez,
that's my favorite part of TikTok.
I can't get TikTok.
No,
I don't ever get on there. I'll watch over her shoulder, and I'm just sitting there for like 20 minutes.
Exactly.
Oh, it's
I'm
so
like,
bad.
oh my god, I don't know if this is healthier.
Often. If I do, it's like, well, there goes 2 hours.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I can't decide whether that or like cocaine is maybe healthier.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, for real. It's rough, but
yeah, I have TikTok, and I now I can't get any views on TikTok. By the way, have you guys tried that?
I gave up.
That's weird.
I was like,
really weird.
I'm gonna still post. Just me.
I'm gonna still post, just kind of crossover post from Instagram, just to maybe one will hit.
Dead.
Yeah.
Like
dead. What you need to do is you need to do those plushies.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
So let's talk about the plushies. Yeah, sorry.
Yes. So apparently it's I mean, you probably know more than me, but it's like a trend. These little plush doll things, they're kind of like pillows, but also stuffed animals. And they're extremely popular on TikTok. Well, his wife saw some at Big Lots, and they're selling for crazy online, like insane prices for a pillow. $90 for a pillow, $120 for like this stuffed animal pillow.
I think that's a little high, but yeah,
but that's what she was showing some of the prices of people like.
Well, it depends on it. So it's basically, you remember the Beanie Baby craze in the 90s? That's exactly what this is. It's just
she pulled
giant Beanie Babies.
She's pulling Gary Vee stuff, basically.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, she's doing that. And so she bought like 4 of them, and she's like, look, babe, I got these plushies. And I'm like, cool, sell them right now, because they're getting that can flip in like 2 days.
Yeah.
I was like, in 2 days from now, like that's just going to be regular, like what you bought them for, or you're not going to be able to sell them.
Yeah.
But
so what's the regular price on these plushies?
Well, the big one, I think she bought for like $8, and it's like the 12-inch one. They're like egg shaped. They're actually they make really good pillows. They're like they're really nice.
12-inch pillow.
Yeah, they're about the size of like a decorative
dwarf, Brandon.
No, like
he's the smallest one.
I'm just confused. Sorry.
It was an excellent point.
Do you not have small pillows in your place?
I mean,
do you just have these giant pillows?
Yeah.
Gosh, so bougie.
Other
so
yeah, my wife is like, here's a stuffed animal.
She's like, go sleep on the end of the bed.
Yeah. No, my girlfriend has like way too many pillows.
Yeah, but these are like about the size of a decorative pillow.
Yeah.
But anyways, like that big one, I think she bought it for $8 and she sold it for like 45.
within hours.
Like within an hour.
Big Lots immediately, like,
well,
like buying them out.
Well, if she came home with like a car full of those, I would have been like, oh my god, like what's going on? But I don't know. If she came home with a car full of those now, I'd be like, okay, we'll just get to work. Just like
get to work.
So where do you sell them on? What do you sell them?
I don't tell her that though. I don't tell her. That just stays here on the
your
podcast.
Wife would punch you in the throat, actually. If you
it would not end well.
No, but yeah, she. What did you ask, JP? I was trying to answer that.
What do you sell them on, like eBay or?
It's like
I don't know.
It's called Mercari. MERCAR.
I'm just curious. I don't know.
It's just another. I think eBay. I'm sure you could sell them on eBay. She sold them on something else where it's like your money sits in limbo until both parties like say like they sent it and the other one received it, and so like no one gets cheated.
It's like the safe way to sell stuff online.
Yeah,
I've seen the commercials for it.
I don't know. I don't do it. She does.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm still stuck on Craigslist.
We don't even have Craigslist here. Like we do, but nobody uses it.
Yeah,
that's because your neighbor's like 30 miles away.
No, me? Come on now. We only live half acres. But no, yeah, we use this thing called KSL. It's like the local news channel, but they've been able to build the classified like lists. It's way better looking. It's more integrated than Craigslist, and so everyone just uses KSL like they do Craigslist.
We use Facebook Marketplace.
Well, that too, but use both because a lot of people would like use. If you're looking for cars, KSL is better in this area. But it's like Colorado, Utah, Wyoming, Idaho. It's like the mountain area is who uses it. It's kind of weird.
Nice.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, I gotta go eat dinner. I haven't ate yet.
All right. Well, this is a cool bonus episode. We can throw this up as well.
Throw it in there.
It'd be crappy audio, but it's fine.
It's all right. It's just Zoom. This is what it was last week anyway.
Yeah. I honestly didn't think the audio last week.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
I didn't think so either.
No, I think these work out well.
So anyway, well, if you enjoyed the impromptu bonus episode, make sure you share it with your friends. There's zero woodworking at all. But it was a bonus episode, so don't complain. Make sure you subscribe if you aren't already. Make sure you go to YouTube where we have more interactive stuff, and you just get to see our faces. So make sure you do that. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you guys next time. Now go build something.